Hey everybody, what's up? My name's Mackenzie.
And I'm Jonathan.
We are husband and wife, and we'd like to welcome you to TerreDice.
And today we have some exciting new Disney releases to talk about.
Yeah, we have a ton of Disney stuff, and I think what everyone is really excited about is that there has been a new Villainous announcement. Woo! So we're going to be diving into all of that. Yes, we have heard your cries loud and clear. We were actually on a Disney cruise when they announced that this was coming out, so it took us a little bit. This is me in the
lobby. Hey babe, there's a new Villainous coming.
Yeah, and may I just say, we called it 2 for 2, baby! We'll get more into that later, but we predicted, aka it was on our video, because it was not us, but it was on our video.
We take credit.
We take credit. Okay. Our video. All right, but we will dive all into that along with some Lorcana releases and other Villainous stuff that's coming. But if that sounds like something you want to learn about, then just keep watching.
Okay, before we get to the big Villainous release, we have a couple of other exciting pieces of news. First of all, there is going to be another Star Wars Villainous expansion. They've announced it. It's an expand-alone. That means it'll have 1 or 2 characters that they're going to be adding to the universe, and I am excited about it. Star Wars Villainous is a lot of fun, so we will see what's up with that.
Let us know down below. Who do you think is going to be it? Who is going to be? Are we finally going to get Darth Maul? Oh, jinx.
That's who we did not talk about this. That's who I would like to see.
Okay.
But it could be a lot of other really fun ones. You know, we could get Palpatine. We could get... Now, we do have to wait until August of 2024 for that to release, so there will be more details on that in the future, but I'm excited. More Star Wars.
Yes, and speaking of Star Wars, this is a lot of Disney, but we just decided for your 30th birthday, we are going to Disney World with our daughter.
Galaxy's Edge.
And he is going to get to build a lightsaber.
I'm quite excited.
Yeah, that's very exciting. But yeah, maybe we'll reveal that on the channel. I no longer have to edit in a lightsaber. You can have one.
Yeah.
All right, but moving on.
Cool. Speaking of the Disney cruise that we were just on, we only brought a few games with us on the cruise. One of those was Disney Lorcana. So we did bring the Lorcana trading card game, which, by the way, if you tried to get it recently, it was really hard to get a while ago. You can walk into any store and get it now. They finally printed enough. Go check it out. It's a whole lot of fun. Pick up a starter pack. We have Chapter 3 coming into the Inklands, I believe is the name of it. It is coming out on February 23rd at local game stores, and it introduces locations. So we're going to have locations that you can send characters to. It's pretty cool stuff. But there was one other Lorcana announcement as well. There is going to be a national tournament. So there will be a tournament at local game stores. Certain game stores are going to get to participate, and there is an enchanted Rockstar Stitch that you can get as a reward for that tournament. Yes,
and this is, correct me if I'm wrong, he is one of a kind or pretty close to it, or just
basically
rare?
If you win the thing or win the local versions of the thing, I think you get. So I think there'll be a few, but it's definitely going to be a very rare card. Yeah.
And they also announced that they are creating a ultra beginner or an intro to Lorcana.
Yeah. Okay, that's the other crazy weird thing. I don't know how this works exactly, but there is this. It's called Gateway, Lorcana Gateway, which is basically teaching you how to play the game. It starts you with a 30-card deck, and it mentions that there's a board and standees too. I have no idea what that's about.
Sounds like Villainous.
Oh, it could be score standees, for how much lore you have.
Maybe.
But anyway, so you start with 30 cards, and then you unlock more cards as it goes on, and you end with a 60-card deck that you can actually bring in as competitive. Seems kind of interesting. We'll see where that one goes, but that will be later this year as well.
Yeah, so they have announced the rest of the release dates for Lorcana for the rest of the year, so I'll pop those up right here. We only know the name of the next one that's coming, but they are supposed to keep building on top of each other and getting more and more complicated as you go. So hopefully it'll just become more and more available to people, which I think is the ultimate goal. That is Lorcana news. Now, on to the current news, which is the new Villainous expansion that has just been announced, and that is Sugar and Spite, where we are going to be getting King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph and Shere Khan from Jungle Book. I am super excited about this. This is a 2 characters, which we've never gotten before, which I think is really interesting. We've had the singles and then we've had the triple, but now we have 2.
Yeah. And so the pricing for the double, it's going to be $19.99 for 2 characters. So less per character than the singles. Actually pretty proportionate, I think, with the $30 like 3 character expansion.
Yes. You were doing the math, it's a better deal for the 2 characters than it is
for
for
the
the one
single,
character,
yeah.
for the single. So that's good. So what did you think when you saw it and you saw the reveal?
Well, obviously, if you've seen our video, we did a prediction video a couple years ago that we predicted 4 Disney villains who would be the next villains, and one of those was King Candy. That was Jamie from the Jamie Thomas Show, and the kind of crazy thing is our box covers that we imagined look like identical. Like, look at these 2 side by side. So we used the same background image for the same stance for King Candy, and different colors of pink, but a pink box cover. So
I'm partial to your pink thing.
The little bubblegum
Well,
pink.
technically it's salmon. I just rewatched the movie because I had to refresh myself on King Candy's story. He's like, it's not pink, it's salmon. So it is a salmon box cover. But yeah, that was really exciting. And we went back and looked at that. So since we're talking about King Candy, let's dive into him first. Are you excited that he's in the game, or what are you thinking?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, any of those 4 prediction characters I'd be super excited to see in the game. He's going to be an interesting one. We don't know a whole lot about him, but you could talk to what our prediction was.
Yeah, so the interesting thing is this one isn't coming out until June. June this summer, so they haven't released any information, but we are guessing, or what we talked about in the prediction, is that it's going to have something to do with keeping Vanellope from crossing the finish line. That is his ultimate goal in order to stay King Candy, so she can't take over the game. So he is Turbo, that is his original character, and he is from a different video game, and he took over Sugar Rush. And so what we talked about in the video is that he is going to use Wreck-It Ralph to manipulate Vanellope and smash her car, not allowing her to
try to break her car, use the Medal of Honor to get him to change sides. Yeah. You got Duncan, the sidekicks.
Yes, I don't know how far into, I think the sidekicks are going to be Duncan and Schnitzel, and then Sour Bill, and then
the Oreo guards.
The Oreo guards. I don't know where the Sugar Rush characters are going to fall into place because they kind of treat Vanellope terribly. So I don't know if they're going to be in his deck or if they're going to be in the Fate deck, because technically they are her racers. For her Fate deck, we're going to see Wreck-It Ralph, obviously. We're going to see Fix-It Felix, Commander lady with the blonde hair. I don't know.
Calhoun.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if the robot virus thing that has implanted itself in Sugar Rush is going to be involved with this at all, or that's going to be the ending point. I don't know if his ultimate goal is going to be turned into a virus, or is it going to just be destroy it?
I don't know.
What are you thinking?
We'll see.
I'm I literally just watched it, so I'm super up on it. So I'll chat with anybody in the section if they want to talk about what they think this is going to be.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if they did what they did with Radigan, and he was King Candy, and then you flipped him over to Turbo once you get to a certain point.
That could be super cool. Ooh, that would be so cool. Mm-hmm. I want another character like that. I would be down for that.
They've only done that with him, and I'd love to see it be done again. So
that would be super,
let us know down
cool.
your thoughts down below.
Yeah.
Do it. Okay.
Now, Sugar and Spite is the name of this expansion.
Yes.
We had come up with the name for the expansion as well, which we said it would be Milk My Duds. So it's too bad that didn't end up being the expansion title.
That probably will be one of the quotes on the cards. This will be fun. But to the Spite part, which I think is a cute play on words, let's move on to Shere Khan, who has been a crowd favorite for a while. People have been asking for him. This is our throwback character that we are getting from the Jungle Book. Now, you can jump in as well. Shere Khan's ultimate goal is to get rid of Mowgli. He finds men a threat. So he wants to kill Mowgli. So I guess that's going to be his goal.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Or trap him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm guessing maybe we stop him with fire. Or, I mean, like the Fate deck, I think could have fire in it along with the other classic characters because he's terrified of fire. But in his deck, it's probably going to be like the snake whose name is escaping me, and then I don't know who else is going to be in his deck. Nobody else really likes him. Maybe the monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's just such a classic IP, and they haven't gone this far back in a while, right? Like I don't feel like the recent ones have gone that far back in time, have they?
No.
Yeah. So this is like a.
I think Jungle Book's around the same date as 101 Dalmatians, so.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of cool to get a nice throwback character. So, we'll see what it looks like.
Alexa, what year did the Jungle Book come out?
The film The Jungle Book was released on October 18th, 1967.
Okay, yeah, very similar to 101 Dalmatians. Yeah, I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Like, is his goal just going to be to kill Mowgli? And how is he going to do it?
We'll see.
Oh, the falcons or the vultures, they'll be in his I had to do the burn motion.
Yeah.
They'll be in his deck.
Fun fact, our daughter is 15 months right now, and she like just started like actually walking, but before that she was like running on 4 legs, and we called it her Mowgli walk. So.
Yes, because she looked just like Mowgli and the elephants. I'll put the picture right here. But yeah, that's a fun fact. We've actually thought about Jungle Book a lot lately. But those are our thoughts. What do you think about it being 2 characters? Why do you think they did that?
Yeah, I think the hard thing about it is that it's not standalone, so you can't like just play like with just those characters. I guess maybe like you could try to.
Well,
but,
my guess is they're going to definitely have to be very balanced for a 2-player game, which will be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, but I think what I appreciate is that they've lowered the price point down to be more proportionate with what the characters are going to be. I don't know if this is in efforts of, okay, we're releasing what characters we have available now and designed now to keep the pace up and keep the games coming out. But yeah, I think like we'll see how it plays out. I personally have actually been of the opinion that the single characters have been really well designed, fun characters, so I haven't minded it as much. Like I really like Oogie Boogie, I really like Venom. So it's kind of helped me get around. It's like, okay. But, more is always better pretty much. So it's a bummer to not get 3 new characters, but we'll see.
I'll take 2. I'm still making it, so that's great. So that's like our summary on that. Now, the final question I always ask, and we always ask, and you guys tell us, what character do you still want to see? I know this is just giving them more work to do, but like we just made these. What character do you want to see?
Well, my heart is going to be set on Claude Frollo till it happens. So
yeah, I'll hold it out there. I actually have a different one. Someone suggested today, and I'd forgotten. I'd really like to see Gantu from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh,
I think that would be
fun.
really fun. I'd love like the Lilo and Stitch like franchise, so that'd be cute.
Yeah.
Disney like loves Stitch, so I'm surprised I haven't done it.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, that is our Villainous announcements. We are excited to be back 2024. We have a huge lineup that we are very excited to just dive into this year and bring you guys everything. If you're new to this channel, welcome and happy playing. We'll see you next time.
Next up, we have
Can you see this upper screen?
King Candy.
Oh man, I'm so excited.